I'm Gabe Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly daily all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix, everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at Daredevil issue number 600. Can Matthew Murdock manage to rally all the heroes of New York to fight back against Mayor Kingpin? Well, let's hop on in together and find out. Alright, so at the end of the last issue, Daredevil had managed to gather together all of New York's finest street-level heroes and then some. They're all currently feeling the pinch from Mayor Fisk, but Daredevil has a plan. He says with the help of Matt Murdock, he thinks that working together they can all take him down. Also, a fun and important fact for later, a mayor can't actually be impeached. You need the governor to step in and do something about that. What exactly is Old Hornhead's plan? Well, it seems that Fisk is having a big rally tonight with all of his political supporters, but first he's going to meet with the heads of all of New York's biggest gangs to help carve up the city. The hope for the heroes is that if they can catch the Kingpin doing something evil or illegal, then with the help of Murdock's Law, yes, that's what they called it, they can actually go to court and testify against him for his wrongdoing. Now, at the other end of the issue, Blind Spot is still dealing with Muse, the guy who cost him his eyesight and is now threatening to cost him his life. Muse is a lot more powerful than poor Sam, and worse still, with the heroes off fighting their own battle, nobody is coming to help Blind Spot right now. He's all on his own. Muse opines that at the end of the day, he actually quite loves the superheroes, their colorful costumes, their pageantry, the way they fly through the night. It's a work of art in its own right, really, a performance art. He then considers gouging out Blind Spot's eyes again, but figures, you know what, a good artist shouldn't repeat himself. He should try and find something new to hack off this time, and he would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for Blind Spot tapping on into that demon fist energy. You'll recall that the Han Ninja Clan gave Sam his eyesight back, but only on the condition that he would be their champion. He kinda squelched on the deal, and now it seems that in his time of need, he's gonna have to tap into that power if he wants to live. Too bad for him, though, the power comes at a terrible cost. Blood for blood and all that good stuff. And as we saw with Ten Fingers early on, if you don't pay your ninja debt, they send the hand to come and collect. Now, the heroes have the bad guys all staked out, but they don't want to give away their position or run in too quickly. Fisk is running very late right now, which has all the gang lords on edge. And hey, when you put that many bad people with that many guns all in one room for too long, you're just asking for trouble. It's only a matter of time before they start floating the idea of, hey, why are we waiting for Fisk to give us the scraps that he decides we should have? Why don't we all work together and expose him or take him over, or heck, let's just fight each other. This means Daredevil and the other heroes are forced to get involved. They can't really set a trap if their bait ends up killing each other, can they? This also means we get to see Charles Soule write a bunch of the different heroes. I gotta say, I really like his take on Spider-Man, very funny. All this racket ends up alerting the cops who come to arrest the bad guys, and also some of the heroes too. It's left open-ended whether or not this was part of Daredevil's plan or if this was an unseen complication. Kingpin, though, is absolutely over the moon over this turn of events. Not only did all of his competition just get locked up so he doesn't have to worry about them anymore, but now he can say to all of his supporters how tough he is on vigilantism in New York City and how he was able to make a bunch of big arrests. Before he can give his speech, though, Daredevil does what he probably should have done in the beginning and confronts him. As you might guess, though, this isn't going to be a cut-and-dry kind of fight. Daredevil just can't punch him. He is still the mayor, after all, running on an anti-superhero ticket, and this would give him the smoking gun. Fisk realizes this too, and in fact, he tries to hit himself in the head with a sledgehammer just so he can blame it on Daredevil later. Now that is commitment. In the end, Daredevil gets hauled off by the cops, not entirely sure what he was hoping to accomplish by confronting Fisk here and now. Fisk takes the stage and begins to gloat about all his good works and how he will do what no superhero has managed to do, and that is actively save New York. That is, of course, before he gets hit with a rain of ninja arrows. Yes, the hand has come to New York, and they're not exactly being stealthy about it. Matt, rightly so, jumps to the conclusion that this newest hand attack must have something to do with what him and Blind Spot have been doing to their organization. With the mayor incapacitated and possibly dead, the question then becomes, who is going to
run New York City now. There is a normal chain of succession, but Fisk was no normal mayor. In fact, he was monkeying around with the laws almost as soon as he got voted in to try and give himself extra terms and stuff. What's one of the other things he changed? Oh, you know, if the mayor is somehow incapacitated, the job will then fall to the assistant mayor, which now officially means that Matt Murdock is mayor of New York. Now, if only he wasn't arrested in a Daredevil costume. So that was Daredevil number 600, everybody, and as the big number should tell you, this was a big feeling issue. I've been saying it forever, but I think Charles Soule has really hit his stride with this series, and he's kind of at the height of his power right here, right now. Not only does he pay off a bunch of stuff that he's been writing for a while now, but he also involves a ton of the other heroes and shows that he has a real talent with just about everyone on the street level. I'm also just super stoked at the prospect of Matt Murdock being mayor of New York City, and not just because I've been pitching the same thing for years now. Also, because this is a big 600th issue, there's also a backup story from Christos Gage focusing on Matt's relationship to Foggy. It's good stuff, check that one out too. Overall, I'd give this one an 8.5 out of 10, still one of the best ththings going on at Marvel right now. So that's Daredevil, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, be sure to take a closer look at some of these other videos I've been working on. Then you can follow me on social media at CaveJoel, so you're always up to date on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you like what I do and are feeling in a supportive mood, please check out my Patreon link down in the description. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. And until next time, everyone, this has been CaveJoel. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.